I found out that my friends used to pass my girlfriend around in high school and it turns out they introduced her to me as a joke, so I am cutting them off. I've been with my girlfriend for 4 years now, and it's been the greatest 4 years of my life. She's the sweetest person I've ever met. She's hilarious, insanely creative, she's an artist, goofy and just the happiest girl you'll ever meet. She's always smiling and very outgoing. She's so energized and I'll admit it's sometimes hard to catch up with all her adventures. But wow, it's been so amazing being with her. My friends introduced me to her the summer we all graduated high school, and we immediately bonded. We're both into comics, anime, Marvel/DC, Dungeons and Dragons. We had so much in common, we just became super close very quickly. The fact we had so much in common made it easy for us to spend time together, going to conventions, anime events, game tournaments, and superhero films. This all of course led to us officially becoming a couple, and the rest is history. My parents also are in love with her, which is honestly the cherry on top. It's nice to see my parents be so welcoming towards my girlfriend, although they've gotten a little protective towards her like parents lol. I plan to propose to my girlfriend later this year, as we always joke about getting married, having a weird geeky wedding and starting a family, and I want that so much, so proposing to her is my main goal for 2022. Fingers crossed she says yes. I really hope so. Now this is where my friends come in. I have 3 close friends of mine. Friends I grew up with since elementary. We all split up a few months after high school. They left for another city for college, so right now we all either just talk through Zoom chat or I go visit them once in a while. I decided to stay in the city I'm in, be close to family and my girlfriend. Well, I told my friends that I plan to propose to my girlfriend, that I believe I'm 100% ready to start a family with her and how excited I am to see how it goes. They kept asking if it was serious, even calling me a dumbass. They really were going at it with me, quite roughly. I just figured they hated the idea of marriage, so I ignored their comments. That's when they told me the truth, and holy poop the proof, they had made it even worse. They all said they met my girlfriend 8 years ago at midnight bowling. They met her through a friend of theirs who invited her that night. I don't know this other friend at all, so I can't say who it is. That's how they all met. They thought she was hot and cool, so they stayed in contact with her. After that my friends still continued hanging out with my girlfriend, smoking weed, playing video games, and anime, and of course, having intimacy. They told me they'd pass her around the group for fun, and that's practically why they were friends with her. They kept using the word SLT, which crawled into my skin in such a negative way. So pretty much they just kept my girlfriend around for intimacy. All 3 of my close friends have slept with her plenty of times. This lasted a good portion of high school, but of course, I didn't know my girlfriend at this time cause she attended another high school. They decided they'd introduce her to me because they wanted to see if I could also get lucky, and that it was all a joke to see if I could also end up having intimacy with her. I didn't believe any of it, but my heart completely shattered when they showed proof from Instagram messages. It was nothing inappropriate like pics or anything. They just showed me that they all indeed kept in contact with her in the past. And you know what they did? They made me the dumb guy and made all this a joke. They said I'm a dumbass for dating her, that I should have known better. They didn't expect me to date her at all, that my girlfriend was going to act SLT towards, but they were surprised she didn't. How the hell am I supposed to have known better? Friends introducing friends to a boy/girl is a normal thing. That's how I interpreted all of this. Also, I had no idea about their history with my girlfriend, so them saying I should have known better is ridiculous. I didn't see my girlfriend as intimacy object like them. I saw her as a friend that I ended up falling in love with. She treated me very kindly, comforted me whenever I was sad, and told me how much she loved me. We fell for each other. It wasn't just intimacy. The only reason my friends told me this was because they thought my getting married to her was too far, so they expected me to know the truth would lead to me dumping her. She's too much of a SLT man. Just let her go, one of my friends said. I just got off the chat, and they've been sending me non-stop texts ever since. I haven't replied. I don't feel like talking to my friends at the moment. I did peek at a few messages out of curiosity, and instead of apologies, I just got a lot of dude, get checked bro. You might have caught something. It wasn't even serious. It was in a jokey manner, which is annoying. I approached my girlfriend about this, as politely as humanly possible, and I instantly regretted it. She broke down completely, which I'll admit kinda teared me up. I'd never seen her panic so much. She was freaking out as if someone died. She kept apologizing, telling me she'd never slept with anyone else while with me and saying she didn't know about the joke my friends were making. She told me my friends simply invited her to hang out, and during the hangout they introduced her to me. That's how it all went. She says she wasn't aware of a plan or anything. You probably think I'm a SLT, right? Is what she kept saying, which just hurt me to hear. She told me she loved me, and to please just ignore my friends to not break up with her. I just told her I loved her as well, and that what I know doesn't change my feelings towards her. She still thinks I'm going to break up with her, which I won't ever do. I just kept her in my arms. That's all I could do. I didn't want her to panic, so I just comforted her. I've been with this incredible girl for 4 years, and created beautiful memories with her, and I'm not going to let what my friends have said to me ruin what I have with her. The reason why my girlfriend didn't tell earlier was because she cherished our relationship the moment we met. She didn't want to hurt me, and I understand completely. She says I treated her kindly, like a human being, and she appreciated that. We connected because of our similarities, and she felt more comfortable with me compared to my friends. She was afraid if I knew the truth, I wouldn't have considered being with her in the first place. My girlfriend thought I was going to think of her as a SLT, which I absolutely would never have done. It was obvious she felt guilty, but I told her she didn't do anything wrong, that her past was her business, and that I still love her very much. I'm not mad at my girlfriend. Why should I be mad? She didn't do anything wrong. Her past is her past and it's not of my business. Who she sleeps with is none of my concern. My feelings towards her haven't changed. I love her with all my heart. I always will. I'm mad at my so-called friends, because one being they're taking all of this as a joke, speaking of my girlfriend awfully, and the other being that this all started as a little joke between them. They didn't have good intentions when they introduced me to girlfriend. They simply passed her to me thinking I was going to treat her like a toy or a piece of meat. I'm just shocked, That's what I am. This whole thing has been mentally stressing me out, and I wish I didn't know about it. I love my girlfriend, but I'll admit the thought of her with my friends hurts me. I've cut all contact with my friends these past couple of days. I've been ignoring their calls and texts, and there's a ton of them. I just don't know what to do. I really don't. Also, the thought of my girlfriend immediately having intimacy with my friends kinda bugs me, because me and her took it slow. Maybe she did care about me compared to my friends, and didn't want to hop straight into intimacy. I also think this because even my friends said she didn't act SLT towards me, that she actually cared about me. You see, these are the stupid thoughts I'm getting in my head and I hate it. I'm personally still going to propose to my girlfriend. I'm not leaving her. I plan to cut contact with my friends and simply focus on my future. Update 1. I've been comforting her, letting her know I'm not going anywhere and that I won't be breaking up her at all. I love her with all my heart. I've been letting her know that constantly during all this. I want her to feel loved and appreciated, because her past being brought up suddenly definitely gave her a shock. I want her to feel loved. That's exactly what I'm doing. My friends are still trying to contact me, but they've also tried contacting my girlfriend. She has no plans to speak to them, even though she's actually cut contact with them when they left to college. I hadn't opened my messages. She hadn't opened hers. There's something I do want to quickly talk about though. I saw a few comments that said my girlfriend may have slept with my friends while being with me. I want to start by saying, my girlfriend actually removed all of them from her social media when they left to college. Her reason for removing them was because she didn't see them as friend anymore. I didn't push her for more explanations. I just left it at that. Every time I went to visit my friends in the other city, she'll never go with me. She never wanted to. She simply didn't want to hang out with them. She'll always stay with her mother for the weekend when I'll leave to go visit. Again, I never pushed for explanations. She simply told me she didn't want to hang out with them, that they all drifted apart since high school. I understood that, as we all tend to drift apart from friends we had in high school. Of course, now we all know the truth why she didn't want to be near them. Also, for the people that are telling me why she didn't tell me the truth, you really think it could be that easy for her? I can completely understand why she didn't tell me. I 100% understand. She didn't tell me because she was worried I'll immediately judge her, that I'll immediately see her as a SLT. She wanted me to get to know the real her, and I absolutely understand that. She didn't want to just have intimacy with me, she wanted something real. That's why she didn't tell. Update 2. Tomorrow my girlfriend and I will be speaking to my parents. There's some things we need to let them know. As I said on my previous update, my parents are friends with my ex-friend's parents, so we plan to tell my parents the situation before my friends try to twist the story in any way. I have 100% cut contact with my friends. I don't need them in my life. Eventually my parents will ask why I haven't met with them, so it's best to be straightforward. My girlfriend is absolutely comfortable with speaking to my parents, especially since they treat her like family. Hopefully everything goes well. Update 3. I'll be using fake names from here on out, so I don't have to constantly say my girlfriend and I. Sarah and I decided to speak to my parents about everything that has happened. I saw a few comments saying it isn't a good idea to tell my parents, but we believed it was the right thing to do. We're both worried my ex-friends would try to change up the story, so we decided to approach my parents about this. Like I said on my post, my parents treat my girlfriend like family, especially my dad who's very protective. Wow, it went pretty well. Telling them went much better than we expected. We both were super nervous to even bring it up, but my parents were very supportive and listened to what we had to say. Sarah didn't go into so much personal detail. She said that she has history with my ex-friends that she wasn't proud of. My parents aren't dumb. They definitely understood what she meant but didn't pressure her to say anything she didn't want to. We told them we were worried about my ex-friends saying anything first, possibly changing up the story to make Sarah look bad. My parents really appreciated that we spoke to them about this. They knew something like this would be tough to talk about. My dad of course was in protective mode asking Sarah if she wasn't hurt physically, but she insisted to him that she was okay. My dad works with one of the dads of my ex-friends, so I told him not to bring anything up right now. I did tell him to be on the lookout if any of my ex-friends' dads end up mentioning anything. That'll show us my friends actually did bring up it already. My dad said he'll definitely be looking out if he hears anything. He's being very supportive about all of this. Eventually we'll want my friends' parents to know about the situation if things get messy, but we're a little worried on how they'll react. Overall, all of this went very great, and it made me, especially Sarah, very comfortable and more relaxed.